I love talking about touchy topics, and Lightroom presets is definitely one of those things that it's a really touchy topic within the photography community because so many photographers love them and so many photographers hate them. So I'm here to talk about the truth about Lightroom presets, okay? These presets are not meant to just be a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of thing where you just click a button and your images turn into gold. It should be on a billboard somewhere. It doesn't work like that, okay? Lightroom presets are made to be adjusted because no two images are the same. There's different exposures, there's different colors. There's just so many different variables that go into an image that a Lightroom preset there can be a preset for everything. Lightroom presets are made to be adjusted, and that's how I use them. I go into my computer, I choose if I want like a warm tones, if I want cool tones or whatever, I'll choose one and then I'll adjust it to fit the image or fit the vision that I had for that image, okay? For the people out there that hate Lightroom presets, from what I've heard in the photography community, I feel like a lot of people despise them because they feel that other photographers are too reliant on them. Number one, it shouldn't matter to you what other people are doing or relying on as long as it doesn't affect you. But number two is that I agree with you that I think most photographers should learn how to manually color their images in Photoshop or whatever. I'd rather spend more time with my daughter than editing images in Lightroom. That is why I use presets. It speeds up the workflow. It makes me work faster. I love editing, but I'd rather not be on my computer for hours manually tweaking my colors and everything like that. I'd rather have presets. I can just scroll through. I pick one that, you know what, I like these tones. I'm gonna click that and then adjust it, and I can move on to the next image. I'm gonna show you how I edit my images with my presets and how I tweak them. Let's get right into it. All right, everyone, welcome to my Lightroom. If you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead and drop me a like down below. And if you want to support me as a creator, consider purchasing the presets. Link is down below. I think that'll really help you out, and these are the ones that I use for my personal work. So how do you upload presets? You click the plus sign right next to presets here. Go to import presets. Once you open up the zip file, you want to highlight all the presets and then you click import. What happens after import is that you're gonna see a customs folder pop up in your little folder here. So customs folder, you open it, and then here are all the presets. This image, I want to get cool tones, and I got sky and I have frozen as my cool tone presets. I'm gonna go with frozen here. So frozen here, and you're gonna notice that she's really deep in the shadows. So what I'm gonna do is bump the exposure. And I don't really care if the background's blown out a little bit, that's fine. See, just like that. I'm gonna go ahead and fix the crop here. And yeah, I'm gonna have to just center her off. And I think right away, it looks good. So I'll desaturate the blues to get like a gray look on the ground. And we're pretty much done here, you know? I mean, if I did any other work, it would be in Photoshop where I, fine tune the skin, dodge and burn, all that stuff. This is how I would color the image. So here's another shot from the same shoot. Now I'm gonna go for some warm tones, and my favorite preset of all time, I'm talking about, this is the one I use for most of my images, is Pure Gold. Oh, love it. So let me check frozen. Yeah, see, it looks good, but I wanna go for some warm tones. That's what I normally go for, and bam, look at that. I love that. Again, I would go ahead and desaturate the blues because that's just how I like it. It's like a darker grayish tone up here, and then it's like a warm, blown out, backlit scene. I love it. Now, I think this would make a great black and white. So let's check out Withered. This is my one of the black and white presets. This one's also black and white. But yeah, I like this one. This one really kills off the highlights. So what I'm gonna do is raise the contrast because I'm gonna bump the blacks up a little bit to like right there, maybe the whites just slightly. And those skin tones are under orange, so I want to like raise the intensity of the orange. So he's gonna brighten it up a little bit, the skin. Maybe brighten it up just slightly, like right there. And yeah, I think that looks really good as a black and white. Let me show you before and after. Woo! Love it. That black and white is killer. That's the one I should have posted on Instagram. Looks good. All right, let's go to the next one. So the next image is a picture of Kayla. And for this one, I want to go for a more, whimsical look. I love this preset here. It's called Greenhouse. But the problem is that the yellows and greens almost like melt together. It's almost the same color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and saturate the yellows a little bit, just to give it, you know, a little bit of contrast from that green. And then maybe change the hue of the greens, maybe to like right there, and then maybe desaturate. Oh, the greens are already desaturated, because I want it to look soft. I don't want to go too crazy with the greens. I want it to look soft, so like right there, I think there's enough contrast there. So let me see the before and after. Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. So it gives me like a whimsical kind of look with those like faded out yellows and greens. I love that. Perfect. All right, next one. All right, here we got another picture of Kayla from that same photo shoot. Now, sometimes you don't have to make adjustments to presets. Sometimes you'll get lucky and it looks great like right off the bat. So when I hit my favorite preset, Pure Gold, I think that it looks really good right off the bat. But what I can do to improve it is use a radial filter. This is one of the things I love using, a radial filter for portraiture. Check this out. I'm gonna put that, oh, why is my exposure up? Go to 0 on the exposure. Make this a little smaller. And then I'm going to lower my exposure so it kind of brings attention to her a little bit more. Maybe, yeah, lower the exposure a little bit. And then maybe grab the brush. And then maybe brush on a little bit of, maybe raise the shadows a little bit. Let me see. Slightly raise the shadows. So that's before and after. That's what I would do for this image. Beautiful. Perfect. That's before and after. All right, next. We got a picture of Deborah in that photo shoot I did with in the basketball court. Number one thing, I'm going to crop. For this one, I'm going to use one of my other favorites is Sky, and this is when you have strong highlights. This is one of those highlight flatteners. That's what I call it. So I'm going to hit Sky, and you see here the image was already underexposed, so you got to bump up the exposure a little bit. And what I want to do, let me see the before and after Sky. See, I love that. I love that. But what I'm going to do is make that jacket pop a little bit more. Now that blue looks good, but hold on. Come on, what are you doing? Jeez. All right, so what I'm going to do is change the colors of the blues. So I'm going to change the hue of the blue for more what I call Instagram teal. So maybe like right there, just to give a little bit more pop. I think that color pops more. So maybe I'm going to bump the colors of the greens and maybe the luminance of the greens. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna bump that. Let me see so basically I'm just playing with the greens right now. Even right there, because it looks a little bit more yellowish. So that's before and after. Check that out. Bam. Love that look.